Okay, so today we need to do the other half, the other side of this girl's page. And I have an idea. So I have all these backgrounds. These are my color block backgrounds. I did a video about that if you want to follow along. I want to do something fun with a line and an eyeball. Remember, we got that fun eyeball? Okay, and then I have the eyeball in the world. I got a couple big faces. So we're going to use one of these big faces. So this is going to be our eyeball. And we are going to make this with the eye in there. And then we're going to put it as an eyeball on one of these gals' face. It'll be very exciting. I'm thinking this girl needs one random eyeball. She looks very delightful. Okay, so now let's work on figuring out what color we want. I want the back to be some kind of blue because I want her blue eyeball to pop out. So I need something blue. There we go. We have a winner. And I'm working on the new glass mat. So if you didn't have an eyeball, you could use any circle and kind of mess with this, right? But I like the fact that I have this eyeball, or this world. I am going to, I really like, so I only want her face because I'll figure out something else to do with her body. But I probably want to leave, at least for right now, a little bit of a neck because it's always nice to have something to stick her head to if we need to. Poor thing, she's probably delightful. Never knew she would be part of my twisted artwork with her head. All right, so we want kind of choppy hair. I like her choppy hair. I will probably even accentuate her choppy hair at some point in time. Okay. So don't forget, if you think you make a mistake cutting, you have glue. If you think you make a mistake doing anything, this is just the first step of bajillions of steps, right? So don't be nervous. See? We're gonna make this side of her head smooth till we get to here. Shoot. Okay, okay, okay. And then we kind of want this to be a little choppy. It's like I'm a hairdresser. I can hear you say it, like a really bad hairdresser that could never come near your hair, but I'm a hairdresser. There we go, that looks cute. I am probably going to wind up cutting her bangs, right, to get in there so I can get her eye in there, but we want to see what's going on first. All right, so we have her face. We need to cut out the globe. And I'm going to cheat his little lizard hands a little bit because nobody will know what they are. And I trust you not to tell. Okay, once I get to a certain point, I cut off the big part because then it makes it easier to cut, right? You're not managing that big old flappy flap. And sometimes I would use my snips. This is my little tiny scissors, but this is pretty easy to cut out. Okay, so let's see how this looks. Wow, that goes right into her whole eye. That's cool. Okay, so her eye is darkest on the top, so we want to put our eye with the darkest on the top, right? So we're going to use Distress Collage Medium. It also has that wincy little hole. I like my glues to come with a, and I can hear it making noise, so it's going to work. Okay, so we don't want tons of this. This is, can't remember. The Distress ones are all different. Some of them are, you get a little play. Some of them are, you put them on and they're stuck on. So we're going to be just a trifle more careful than usual. Oh, it moves. Okay. See how that kind of goes right in there? All right, I love that. Okay, so let's get our eyeball up here. Okay, I need to start trimming this down. So I know and I can't really square it off because there wasn't enough room. So I need to know, and I don't need the crying tears. Okay, we are gonna cut around here, right? Because we don't want to just stick an eyeball on her face. That isn't how an eyeball would be. It would be behind her hair, right? So we're gonna come up in here, and we also want it to be where an eyeball would be, right? But I'm cheating a tiny bit because I don't want her eyebrow in there. All right, so let's do this. And this one goes pretty far up. This is a bang and a half. That's a, what do they call them, 5 heads? She's got a very large forehead. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Because you know me, I want my giant black and white eyeball to look right. So let's see how it's going so far. Oh, nice. Okay, so now where is her nose? So I can take some of this off the top. I know I don't need this pointy part, right? Right. Okay. All right, her nose is right there. So I got to get way more of this off. Maybe I can go straight across. Let's try to go straight across. We might be able to just get that. Okay, there we go. There's... Oh, we can see her nose now, I think. Okay, so for sure, I can cut this across. Okay, so let's see what happens then. I'm almost thinking I don't want it to be square. Okay, so I'm not gonna expose anything up there. So I can do this right now confidently and this right now confidently, right? So we can make this arch look good for right now. Now we need to know what's happening under here, right? So her eyes are very small. Okay, so we are good. We can do this. I'm gonna go maybe a little bit deeper than I normally would. We can always cut off more. We can't add more, right? Right, okay, there we go. All right, let's see where her eyes are. Still way up there. And I'll probably come in and make her eyebrow, or her eyelashes, her bottom eyelashes more eyelashy. Maybe come off that eye. Oh, that's looking more proportional, isn't it? If a girl had one eyeball. Okay, I think I can go up. Nope, I'm not gonna hit an eyebrow. I can go up and make this eyebrow eye-shaped. Oh, I like that much better. Look at that. Her eye can be completely centered in her face. Oh, I like that. That looks relatively normal. Oh, we got a black bit. How do we get a black bit on her? Of course. We're going to call that a beauty mark. We want to, I don't want this to be an all-day page. I just want to do something fun. So I think I'm going to grab some Diane Reevely bodies. Oh, we have to figure out how big our page is, right? This is this debacle that I made my backgrounds. I want more blue than green. I made my backgrounds bigger than my journal, which is fine, because now, like, see, I can get me some pick more green, or pick more blue than green, but it does mean that I don't have ever as much room as I think, right? I feel like this is gonna be fun. I never did one of these eyeball girls. There's lots of people who do magazine collages that do these eyeball girls all the time. I'm sure they're good at them. I'm just trying to make my eyeball girl look natural. Let's see how we did. Seems as if we did good. Okay, we have a couple choices. We can put the eyeball girl at the top, right? Because her head cuts off and the page cuts off. That would look natural. So we're going to do that for right this minute. And we're going to look for bodies. Didn't love this. This made my eyeball a little bit wetter than the Nouveau does. Right now, we're finding a body. So these are the little tiny bodies. I think I need a bigger body. So, that body would kind of go with her head, and then it goes along the bottom. So that's kind of neat. We're going to keep that one aside. Where'd they go? Okay. Okay. And that's what's cool. These are Diane Reevely collage sheets. And that is what's cool about them, is you can just find, instead of having, you know how we went through that magazine? Instead of going through the magazine, you can just search for bodies that might go with your project. So I am actually going to, I think, have this be offset over here and have a line and different colors on this side. So, no, I was thinking I maybe could use that side of a body. I've used that one on a different one. I used the big version of both of those. Let's see, do we have any more oh, we have more bodies. Diane comes through again. Okay. All right, what a lot of people do, oh, what is this? That's too cartoony for me. That's too small. I feel like she's already a little weird. I'm gonna cut this one out and make sure I like it, but I think I'm tending towards this body. Nice. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I could also do this one. Well, let's wait a second. I could do this one with the green. I have more of her neck, I believe. I think that's gonna work better for us. We're gonna try this one first. But don't worry, we can always keep these later, right? If we don't like them. I mean, if we don't like them for this project, we can always keep these later. I'm surprised I didn't see that one. And we're gonna make a border so we can cheat this up some, right? We could put a border at the top, border at the bottom, have this girl. How's her neck? See if I can find her. The rest of her. Okay, somehow I've lost the rest of her. If I like this, I will find it and do it while you're gone. Because it's best if you can find their own skin tone, even if you kind of have to pieces and parts it. Because that does make it, or I could draw her shirt up a little higher, right? Yeah, this is much better. I'm not having to deal with a whole rest of a body. I just need kind of a neck edge, head edge area. Okay, because the focus is the eye, right? Nobody's going to notice anything but the fact that she has a giant eyeball in there. See? Ooh, we picked just the right amount of neck to keep, right? Okay, I can work with that. That is, I might even put like a little white shirt under there. I'm gonna cut this off up in here. I don't know what that is. Doesn't hurt anything. Maybe I'll cut it off at her neck. Okay, but that isn't our problem right now. Right now, our problem is, so we got her, we're thinking about her. We know what we're doing over here. I think she's going to be right offset. Okay. Okay. And I've been kind of I love looking at Pinterest to find ideas. And one of the things I noticed on Pinterest is a lot of times people have little doodads on the sides. Teesha Moore especially, who's an artist that I really, really enjoy. But she'll have little pictures off to the side that are just cute, right? Just a little something extra over there. And I want to have something cute off to the side. So I don't know I have anything cut out that's cute. Oh, you know what we could look at though? Speaking of things cut out that are cute, but it would have to go with a lady with an eyeball. We could do some birds. Those could, I'm just gonna do some birds. I'm gonna work that in somehow. I don't know yet how, but it's gonna be cute. And the birds are a little bit of a contrasting color, so you'll sort of notice them, although they may not be a contrasting color to whatever edge we decide. So I'm gonna cut this off kind of behind her. Okay, so I want to make a border right here. This is just a highlighter. I just want to have a line that's going to be my line of demarcation. Okay, so, ooh, I found a purple and a red pen. Yay, that's fun. And a black pen, and found all kinds of stuff in there. Yay, me. Okay, this is going to be, she's going to kind of be right here with her bod. So I want a little bit on the bottom, just a wee little bit. So these are going to be perfect. These are Diane Reevely collage sheets, little squares. And like I said, this is not a, okay, so let's talk honestly today. I have never made a girl with an eyeball, right? I am going to be focusing almost entirely on figuring out how to do that so it doesn't look stupid, okay? That is the full amount of energy I have for this piece. So the rest of it is just going to have to mind itself and be low energy for me because that's all I got. So I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put, so I want this to go up here, right? So I want it to kind of intersect. Look, I have this little piece that can be that bridge. So I'm going to cut this little piece the right size. So this little piece is going to be the bridge over here. And then my little bird section is going to be over here. So I need more of these small squares. Or I could cut the big squares down, but Diane has a whole bunch in her pack. Okay, so one row of these should be okay. And functionally, what she's done is all the work to, I mean, think of how many pieces of stuff you have to do to get red colors and black colors, and just, that's not what I find fun. And if you find that part fun, then do a whole bunch of backgrounds and designs and writing, and like that would make you happy. That's awesome. So know what part of your art makes you happy, and then you can kind of work around and find cheats for the other parts, right? Okay, so this is going to come over here. I'm going to have a seriously dark line going around there. I'm probably going to emboss it. What is this? Ooh, there's a weird edge. Cannot have a weird edge. Okay, there we go. Whew, glad you saw that. Okay, so we're going to have a super dark line, and then we're going to have some birds over here. I don't know yet what the birds are about. But I'm going to have some birds, and I'm going to do this layout. We've gotten this far. I will come back and let you help some with the finishing touches, but this is how I do this kind of layout, especially when I don't know what I'm doing, right? So kind of stick to the things you know for the parts that are easy, and then the hard part, really focus on that. I'll be back. All right, so I lied to you. Apparently things can disappear in my craft room. So I just wanted to show you how I am going to cheat her neck. So I'm just measuring how wide we kind of had her neck. And then I can make her neck now as long as I want to, right? Because I am going to glue all of this onto this piece of paper. Oh, Oh, don't tell me I've broken my new, oh, there it goes. Yay, us. Okay, so I'm gonna glue this kind of as far down as I can, right, to this piece of paper. And since this is magazine collage, nobody will ever really pay attention to the fact that her neck has words on it. I promise you. So I'm just going to come down and make her a beautiful neck that goes right to there, right? So there's her beautiful neck on that side. And here's her beautiful neck on this side, right? And we're going to tear this off. She's just got such a great neck now. Okay, so now the cool thing is that I think I'm going to make her neck stupid long. Right? Before I was kind of constrained by how long a real cute girl's neck is. But now I can make it really long and fit on my page. Okay, let's get her eyeball out of the way. And let's figure out how long we want her neck to be. See, the Nouveau doesn't wrinkle nearly as much as that Distress Medium did. Okay, so if I want her head up here, how wide is this? Because I do want a little bit of, oh, is that it? I think that's it. Oh my goodness, how cool is that? What a happy accident. And you know, 5 seconds after I'm done doing this stupid neck, I will find her real neck. But it won't be this long. So let's get this down. Let's get this bottom part kind of straight. And I want her neck to be sort of in the middle of her head. We can jury rig that a little bit if we need to. There we go. And there is Sister's neck. Now this part of this isn't glued down because remember I didn't glue it. So you kind of, if you're not sort of careful, you can wind up with like a weird unglued layer at the end that kind of messes things up. But oh my gosh, can you even believe how cool that looks now with her silly long neck and her eyeball. Okay, I'm gonna do some more stuff. I'll be back. Okay, so this is where we're at so far. I have glued down this, and we already did that. I used Mod Podge matte, and now I have lost my little snippy scissors, so we're gonna have to use luckily I have cheaters on my head. I'm gonna have to use a X-Acto knife to cut out my birds, which is actually probably a better way to cut out birds. I'm just used to my snips. Okay, so we're gonna cut him out. I don't think they have feet. You know, Wally's gotta go potty. He hears me talk. All right, so let's get his little tail feathers. I'm trying to cut him out, but not have my big old head in your way. And I just wanna show you what I'm doing with them. I feel like you can get a much more exact cut with an X-Acto knife. It's kind of in the name, right? We'll probably be able to get his little head feathers better. And make sure whenever you're using an X-Acto knife, you're using what's called a self-sealing mat. You can't cut, I guess the thinking is you can cut on glass, but the chances of you slipping and hurting yourself are higher. I don't, right? I just use a little self-sealing mat. I got this one cheap at like the dollar store. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my little birdies. One of them sitting here. See, it says bird's eye view. Right? All right, I'm going to have to get the branch from underneath him. And I'm going to cut out this other birdie. And they're going to be sitting on the tops of this postcard, right? This is a Catskill Mountains postcard. And they're going to be hanging out there. And then you're going to love this. We're going to give them party hats, right? The birdies all need their party hats. And I'm going to do some cutting, and I shall be back. Okay, so I think this is turning out super cute and fun. So what I did was I cut out the birdies, and we're gonna glue them on the edge of the page, and then we're gonna glue her down, and then we're gonna be done for the day, because this, I just thought this was fun. Do we want this guy up here? Yeah, we want this guy up here, and we want this guy down here, because he doesn't have tail feathers. He didn't come with tail feathers, which I think you notice him more than him, so we're gonna put him down here. And maybe we'll find him some tail feathers or something, or maybe we won't worry about it, right? Right. Because he's a little tiny bird, but we do have to find him a crown. I'll make him some feet for sure. Okay, so we got him there. Let's get this little birdie up here. Glad I thought to move him around. I tend to put the things that look the most normal at the top, because our eyes tend to go left to right, top to bottom. And I want the bird's eye view to show. So there we go. There we go. That's cute. All right, so now I have a little baggie of hats that I cut out. So I have some, okay, there's a little tiny crown. I see it right there. See it upside down? So we need to decide, do we want to put crowns on them? Or little hats. I'm thinking little hats. So the cool thing about hats are, they're just triangles, right? So let's put a green hat on him. So I'm going to cut this little part off, right? And then we'll see how big a hat we want on him. And it's kind of going to go over his fluff, right? So we know where a hat would go because it goes over his fluff. So we want to make a really big hat like that? I think so. I like it. All right, let's make a really big hat for her. All right, I'm trying to get as much of the yellow, because she needs a yellow hat because she's a yellow bird. Oh, I like her. Okay. All right, so we're going to put little hats on them. I don't know why people put hats on birds, but I'm starting to like it. I don't want to cover my bird's eye view, right? I want to just be able to see where it says bird's eye view. Now, my thoughts on having a page and then a little side page, right? Because that's what I kind of feel like I did here. I feel like I have, hold on, let me get my bird hat on. There we go. I feel like I have this major page and then this little side page, right? So my thoughts on this. It made it much easier to do, right? Because instead of having to have one giant idea and then kind of lots of words or something, this was very much easier. And so yes, I like it. I don't mind it, right? I don't know if I would do this with all my pages, because if you take a peek at my other pages, so this is one, I do like to have words on there. This one has a border. I'm trying out borders. This one has a border. The purple one is really much more my normal style because I'm trying out different things. And like with her, I feel like she's really the star. And I don't know that I feel so much like she's the star because there's all this other stuff. But then again, I haven't done all my doodling and outlining and things like that. So, and I'm not going to do that before I finish this page today. I'll probably do some of it tonight when I'm sitting watching TV. So, I'm going to glue her down, and then I will do a final flip of the page so you can see it. And I lied to you because I want to do one more little thing before I glue down her hair. I want to make her blue eyeball really blue. And I'm going to do that by coloring this in. And I'm going to do the outside first and see how we like it. But I'll probably wind up doing the whole thing. So we need our embossing tray. We have to be super careful because we already glued up in here, right? So this is Distress Embossing Glaze in Broken China. Okay, so this is going to go on her eye. And you're gonna be shocked and horrified for just 1 wee minute. I need to sweep her eye because I don't want it to go outside of her eye. Wherever you see embossing powder, it's going to emboss. Okay, so we have to get this edge really nice, right? Now, this distressed glaze is translucent, so we'll be able to see through it. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Do we need a teeny bit more? Yep, hold on. Okay, that's good. Okay, so let's see how it looks with her hair. One step at a time, right? Uh-oh, I'm gluing her down. Okay, I like that. I almost wonder if I want the... Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the blue parts blue and the green parts green, right? Because it's a world, so I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna finish this up. Maybe give her a little depth right there. Get a tiny bit closer, okay? And we're gonna pour this broken china on. So let's move this out of the way. So we're just adding like some depth and some fun to that weird eyeball, right? All right, I'm looking for my green. Green. There's my green. This is peeled paint embossing glaze. And now I'm gonna go over, because you can emboss over embossing. I'm gonna cover all the green where the green is, and this should make her eye look really, really cool, right? This should make her eye glow in the grand scheme of this project. Boy, that embossing just wants to stick at that bottom all the time. Okay, so this is gonna be cute. You ready? So we're making it look like a world again. There we go. Okay, so now she's done. Look how cool that is. All right, so she's done. I will be gluing her down and showing you at the very end. Okay, I did a bunch of highlighting and shading. I highlighted our birdies and their hats. I gave her more eyelashes. I put a lip ring in where that spot was. My daughter recommended that. I highlighted her hair with some purple and brown, and I just think this page came out amazing. Hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobson, Artsy Fartsy Life.